good, guys? So today's workout we're really just gonna jump right into. Now it's a little bit different than what you probably normally catch me doing. I love being in the gym, smashing some big sessions, but obviously with the quarantine and everything going on, I know a lot of you probably don't even, or still don't even have access to a gym. So you might be stuck in the apartment, but we gotta get it in how we can. So today's workout is gonna be a little bit more circuit style, really just focused on conditioning, hitting pretty much the full body, getting a heart rate up, getting a good sweat going, and hitting some abs too, especially. I love hitting abs. If I'm doing a conditioning circuit, I gotta do at least one like pure ab movement. So yeah, once you're warmed up, if you haven't seen the stretching video, definitely check that one out. That helps me really get all the tight areas loosened up before a workout. We're pretty much ready to get into it. I do recommend grabbing a timer because some of the sets will be timed, and then the rest is just gonna be high reps, a lot of sweat. Let's get to it. All right, so the first exercise in the circuit is gonna be a stationary sprint. Really the key here is I'm keeping my core tight, focusing on controlling my breathing, and then when I'm actually sprinting, striking the ground really just with the pad of my foot, exploding back up. Just think about just kind of staying really tight the whole time. Try not to flex your arms too much. You want to keep those a little bit more loose, but everything else should be nice and tight. Hit a little timer. Let's go. As soon as you're done with the sprints, we're gonna come down and one of my favorite movements. It's kind of a full body workout on its own. It's called the knee down push-up. It has a bunch of different names, but what you'll be doing is get in a push-up position, come down, and as you come up, you're gonna bring one knee to the center of your body, but don't just think about sliding your knee up. Actually think about coming down, as you bring that knee up, contracting your core like you're doing a crunch, blowing out that air, squeeze in for a half second, come back down, switch legs. Same thing with the opposite knee, and that's one rep. So we're gonna do 10 of those. Set this little time. This thing's nice, man. I like this. Little timer on the screen. Here we go. So another 30 seconds. We're gonna do a low explosive lunge. Now this one I found a little while back in quarantine. It's a lot harder, like a traditional jumping lunge. You're here, exploding up, and then landing softly on the balls of your feet, and then switching. You can do that if you really want, but I think the low one's more challenging because you just want to create enough force to get off the ground and switch your legs. So you really don't have too much time between jumps. So you're here, exploding. So think about just more switching your legs, but you do have to explode up. Again, keeping the core tight, keeping the breathing control. We got 30 seconds of that. Okay. Back into another exercise for the abs. This one's gonna target the obliques a little bit more. Come down into a plank position. Come up. And now the key is keeping that plank position as strict as possible. So what that means is basically I'm just trying to keep my pelvis low to the ground, right? And I'm twisting, bringing my knee pretty much to the opposite elbow. Coming back, knee to the opposite elbow. But I want to really, like I said, focus on keeping my hips low, so I'm forced to work my abs a little bit more. I don't want to arch and make it easier on myself. So we got 12 aside. Let's get it. So pretty much that's the last exercise in the circuit. We're gonna go into just 10 classic burpees. Now if you can, if it's comfortable, when you jump down, catch yourself with your chest, try to absorb the impact, and then come back up with both feet. I like that a little better, it makes it a little more challenging. If If you can't do that, that's fine. Come down, just step one foot back and then the other. Then do your push-up, jump up. Or if that's tough too, go down 1 foot at a time, come up 1 foot at a time, then go into the jump. I'm gonna do both feet at the same time because I need to kick my own butt. I need to sweat a little bit. So 10 of these to finish it off. And definitely land softly on those so you don't have your neighbors knocking on your door if you live in an apartment, man. So I'll give it 1 minute and then I'm gonna go through that circuit 3 more times. And that's it. You know, it's real simple. If you're really timing the whole thing out on your own, it'll be like 2.5 minute rounds. You can do really the whole workout, man. You should be able to do it under about 15 minutes. Obviously, if you're new to it, try to focus on form, slow things down just a little bit. Your heart rate's still gonna go up, believe me. So I say we finish this workout off. Can get a protein shake. Let's
do it.
I only got 10 more seconds, man. Can't tell by my breathing. Should good 14, 15 minutes of intensity, of intense work. And that's, for me, I like that. That's what works. Especially this, like, I'll run the stairs a lot during quarantine too. So if you guys have a good set of stairs, you can do some stair sprints. Like I used to pair maybe 10 stair sprints. Oh goodness, I can't breathe. With like parts of the circuit. So I would do like 10 sprints up the steps and then maybe 10 burpees, 10 knee down push-ups, give it a rest, do the sprints again. Mentally going, okay, maybe I can't get it in, not gonna have the weights, but I still wanna find something that's gonna challenge myself or I can be intense, push mentally, and yeah, get a good sweat, even in the apartment. So that's really it. If you're wondering, in case I get asked, I do sip on some BCAAs. They're not necessary at all. I will say there's some interesting research for real of the benefits of getting some branched chain aminos in when you're in a cut, so when you're in a caloric deficit, there's some studies that say it can help to preserve muscle tissue. But honestly, if you're new to subs, man, number one, if you're new to everything, is this, man, the refrigerator. Don't show them it because I need to get more food. But nah, for real, like, your diet's number one. That's everything. Like, yeah, supplements help. So I go with like the whey protein, creatine. Definitely you get a good bang for your buck. But yeah, beyond those two, man, just pre-workouts, man. Get a black cup of coffee if you don't feel like doing a pre. EHP does have some great pre-workouts, some fat burners. But it's all extra. It all helps with those last few percentages of getting the most out of your sessions and your training. But most of this, man, just diet and intensity. Because you could go through this workout and you kind of know if you half-assed it, if you didn't really go hard. So, you know, nothing replaces that, man. At least that's my opinion, my humble opinion. But what do I know? I'm just Merc. Thanks for watching.